That almost worked. Oh god. I'm not ready for the kind of precision that this needs, and my controller appears to have disconnected. It wouldn't really be an Origami Okami stream if at least one thing didn't break though, huh? One thing every episode. That's what I promised, right? That was my initial... It's the tagline. Origami Okami, one thing breaks per stream. There we go. I wonder if it's really my controller though, because what happens is I'll experience a lag spike in the game, and then the controller will be disconnected. So I wonder if maybe frame rate drops in the game, whatever game I'm playing, will cause some kind of disconnect between my computer and its Bluetooth. That is very tricky. Stuff to think about. Maybe I'll look into it. Well, I can consistently make those first two jumps now, and that's what really matters. Okay. I can consistently make that first dash, and that's what matters. Oh. So, you guys excited for... I didn't expect to make that one, so I wasn't even ready. You guys excited for Thanksgiving? Doing anything? I've never been... That is not the right way you're supposed to handle that. I've never really been the biggest Thanksgiving fan. How do you make that? I suppose hanging out with your family is all good and stuff, but I hang out with my family, like, all the time. My grandmother lives, like, 10, like, seconds away from my house. So, I don't know, maybe if you don't get to see your family a whole lot. My girlfriend, I know her parents, her dad at least, lives in Vegas. I do not live in Vegas, so I know she doesn't... My controller disconnected. So I know she doesn't get to see them a whole lot. I understand that in situations like that, I can really value Thanksgiving. Just giving an excuse to go see your family, but... someone like me where I constantly have to put up with my family, it's not quite as meaningful. Doesn't quite mean as much. I do value pumpkin pie, though, more than anything else. I know I previously said I'm not the biggest dessert person, but pumpkin pie, man, something about it. I could eat all the pumpkin pie in the world. But the thing is, though, I still prefer... Wait, can I get the extra height if I jump out of this? Anyway, I know I said I'm not the biggest dessert person, but I love me some pumpkin pie. Then again, I kind of just eat it more so for the whipped cream more than anything, just a little bit of whipped cream. But it's a good combination. Also pecan pie, but only those two types of pies. I don't really like any other type of pie. What am I missing there? Don't really care for apple, cherry, any of the fruit pies, just pumpkin and pecan. And Boston cream. You know, maybe I like desserts more than I thought I did. So, feel free to let me know what your favorite pie is in the comments, and I will argue with you all day, because the only right answer is pumpkin. And even if you say pumpkin, I might argue with you anyway. It's gonna be keeping track of how many lives each single section has taken me, because this one is up there. And there goes my controller. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. It's driving me insane just as it's driving you insane. Let's switch to the other controller. Maybe that one will work a bit more. Or maybe this one won't work at all. I'm sure it's the batteries dying. I got like garbage batteries in here, but do you see the frame rate? It's always like a little frame rate dip. Is it the controller? Is it the computer? Is it the batteries? I have no idea. You can't just dash just a little bit higher than this. Oh, almost if I had went straight up. Come on. And there I go. We're never leaving this room. I like to consider myself a social person enough. You probably don't really see that coming through, but I don't know, I'm still new to the idea of talking to myself, I suppose. Trying to hold conversations, thinking of really, that one didn't count? Trying to hold conversations with myself, think of new things to say, try to keep track. It's new to me. Hoping, maybe, by the end of the month, ready for this, we can get a viewer. Then I can have somebody to talk to, wouldn't that be cool? That's the dream. Just somebody to have a little conversation with. Talk about what their favorite pie is. I'm lonely here, guys. Oh, we did it, but we messed up. Am I even handling this right? What even is that? Oh my god. The fact that this room is more than these 3 jumps, it hurts me. Oh my, there we go. And I missed. Does jumping give you more height? I can't really tell. An entire episode is going to be dedicated to this one room. Let's see. What else is going on? Christmas season is already upon us. Talking about like 3 holidays all within the space of 1 stream. That's fine though, you know, it's that season. Halloween just ended, it's Christmas time apparently. Forget Thanksgiving. It's been snowing a lot here, where I live, which is pretty exciting. Oh, come on, what are you supposed to do? Why does it feel like I'm not even supposed to be using that bottom one? Probably my favorite weather is the snow. I hate any time I have to drive through it. But it's one of those things that it's just, it's impossible to ignore how absolutely pretty the scenery can become with snow. One of my favorite phenomenon is when the skies are all cloudy, it just snowed out, and the city lights go on and the sky just turns orange. That is absolutely one of my favorite sights. I don't know if it gets that way where you live. It's pretty great where I live. I don't know what I would call it. It's like a city snowy light or something, I don't know. But where the sky just turns that deep orange because of all the city lights. There are people who can do this in like 2 dashes, I just know it. And they're judging me. What are you supposed to do there? I don't understand. 1 in 10 times I make it over there, and I have no idea what I'm even supposed to do. Yeah, there it goes. Is it just, like, get my dash back? Like, I clearly see that I'm supposed to go into the big one, into the middle one, and then to the right for another one. But I cannot figure out how to get into the middle one, into the smaller one. Into the big one, into the smaller one, sorry. How long have I been in this one spot? I kind of had it. Nope, that won't do it. Good news is a lot of dead air like this, a lot of repetition. It gives me a lot of time to figure out. Oh, maybe we had it. We had it. It was right there. It got stolen. A lot of repetition. Like this gives us time to talk about what's going on, talk about what's going on in life. Unfortunately, it's just me. So it gives me plenty of time to break a lot of sentences, because I'm trying to focus on the game, and still trying to keep a relatively entertaining stream. I'm not even focusing on entertainment value too much right now, I'm just kind of still just trying to get used to the idea of talking on camera, honestly. I'm sure it would be a lot easier if anybody was here watching with me, but whatever, can I? There's no way you can do that, huh? Like, cheat it up there, probably. Am I trying to go too fast? Hold on. I swear. If that's the intended solution, I feel so dumb. That really takes a lot of the pressure off, oh my goodness. And we're dead. And maybe that doesn't really help, I don't know. I like doing it, makes me feel a little bit better. Maybe it makes me feel a little bit worse, who knows. Head in the game, head in the game. Yeah, I don't know if that particularly helps me, and I missed. We've definitely been in this room for far too long. Does the game happen to save if you bail out of a room? Like, if I quit and go back, if I try to come back here later, will I still be here? Or do I just have to finish this? Up, over. No, you have to jump! Furthest we've made. That one, man. It's that last jump. Because you gotta, like, barely clip it. Yeah, something tells me we're probably gonna double our 300 death limit. Oh my goodness. Some people who have played this level and can beat it with their eyes closed are probably just raging. So feel free, let me know in the comments. How easy did you beat this level? Did you instantly beat me in it? First try? Did it take you 3 hours, perhaps? Oh, come on! Did you do it the way I'm doing it? Are there other ways? Maybe you haven't played this level at all. Maybe you're too scared to try the B-sides. I understand. B-sides? So far, I mean, so far the B-side hasn't been too bad. But with that being said, it's been about 30 minutes alone that I've been in this one room. I think maybe I might try making a thumbnail. Ooh, how exciting. Oh! I go too far. Oh, come on. It's like I feel like I should win, but the game is just like, nah. Let me in. Didn't think so. What do you think the thumbnail should be? Probably gonna do just like a, I don't know, like a strawberry. A little generic, but... Oops. I think I have some good ideas. We'll see. Doesn't matter, because I'm going to be spending the rest of my life on this one segment. This is going to be an entire episode. So, honestly, right now, probably should have said this a little earlier, but there was no way to know, but feel free just to scrub through the video, find where I beat this section, and just go ahead and skip to it. I won't judge. My viewer attention might go down a little bit, but who cares? I don't have viewers anyway. That's the thing, I can do whatever I want to, I can say whatever I want to. This is about bettering myself, you know? I'm sure there are places I can advertise the channel, advertise what I'm streaming, let some people know that I'm a new streamer if they want to check some new content out. But honestly, I'm focused on these early streams, just making better content, I guess. I want to get better at talking to the camera, as I frequently say. I want to get better at troubleshooting, maybe get any equipment that I could possibly use. Again, got a second monitor. It's been helping quite a lot so far. I have Twitch in one window and OBS in another. I missed it. That way I don't have to use my Kindle, my girlfriend's computer, and my computer. Although maybe one additional monitor could probably help, honestly. But, you know. Okay, ready for this? Over. Oh no! Why would they put that jump in this room? What did I do to deserve this? You know what? What's up here? Let me out. No, okay. The good news is, by the time I'm done with this, I'm gonna be able to complete this room with my eyes closed. Because it is all just muscle memory at this point. Never enough height. And there we go. Ah. I like to imagine that somebody out there is watching my videos and actually enjoying them. I know my girlfriend watches them when she goes to sleep. It's just some noise, but she doesn't enjoy them, so. Maybe somebody else out there is watching them as they go to sleep. I know a lot of people do that. I used to go to sleep to a certain YouTuber. I thought I could save it. Used to fall asleep watching Northern Lions, Binding of Isaac videos. Really fun videos. He has about 3,000 of them on your channel if you want to check them out. YouTube/Northern Lion. By considering he's at like 1 million subscribers or something, I'm sure significantly more of you are subscribed to him than me. But you know, just like to call out people that I enjoy watching, good content creators. What else do you watch? I find myself primarily watching Northern Lion and Day9 on Twitch. Some of my favorites. That's pretty much all I watch on Twitch. I watch a lot of people on YouTube. Some of my favorites include Kurzagats, the Kurzagat. You know the one, the science video guy. I love that guy. Captain Disillusion talks about VFX on internet videos and stuff like that. Always love watching his videos. Fosse, you never looked him up. F-O-C-E. Sorry, F-O-C-I-E. He made some really good, what did he call them? Retro views or something like that? Something like that, where he talks about older games that he used to play a lot and kind of re-reviewing them. He talked about the Pokemon Dungeon series, loved watching those. I don't think he's posted anything in a while, but just keep an eye out for that channel. I really enjoy that. Again, YouTube/Fosse. YouTube.com/Fosse, whatever. Here we go. And I didn't jump. This is Limbo. This right here is Limbo. Oh, you had a dash! Why would they make this so hard? Oh my goodness, it's getting close to at least a half hour of me in this room. Please tell me that this is like near the end of this level at least. I'm too afraid to quit. I'm too afraid to quit. Oh, come on. It's embarrassing. Do you actually need Twitch open? I use it for like the stream preview, the view count, but is that on OBS, Streamlabs? Let me know if you know. I'll probably look into it between episodes, but if you know, just brag in my face that you know and I don't anyway. It's fine. I feel like Streamlabs probably has everything I need. I'm not quite sure. Nope. Oh, come on. It's like that last square is like 3 pixels away. So what have you guys been doing in your free time? I am doing a little bit of 3D modeling and a little bit of game design. Not exactly for the same things. Just looking into Game Maker engine, Game Maker Studio, which I believe is actually what Celeste is made in, so there you go. I don't know, just kind of want to make something light. Thinking about making my own platformer. A speedrun kind of platformer. This has nothing to do with why I chose to play Celeste or anything. I actually forgot that Celeste was made in the Game Maker engine until just now. As far as 3D modeling is concerned, mostly doing that for a mixture of makers stuff, board games. Super into board games, if I had said that before. If you have never played a hobbyist board game, you are missing out so hard. I talk to a lot of people and they tell me, oh yeah, I play Monopoly occasionally, or oh, I play Uno with my grandma, and oh my god, he did it. Oh, he did it. Oh, I'm out of that room. I never have to see it again until it tells me that I haven't collected all the cherries. Oh, we did it. Anyway, a lot of people I talk to say that they've only played... Nice parallaxing going on in there. Uno with their Uno or Monopoly. And you guys are just missing out so much if you have not played a hobbyist board game. Just go pick out something cheap. Go to Target. Target's starting to carry a lot right now. Codenames, I think, is a really good beginner's board game kind of thing. Codenames. It is a team-based kind of word game. You can find lots of people playing it on YouTube, so feel free to look into that. It is a blast. I fully recommend it. If you want something a little harder, maybe look into... What else? What else is there? Pandemic. That was one of the core games. Pandemic, Settlers of Catan. Oh, hey. Can I go down instead of up? Is that better? That's probably better. What just killed me? Anyway, Pandemic, Settlers of Catan, Ticket to Ride, those are what really started the current wave of board games, in my opinion. But there's also some great ones. King Domino is one that you can get winner of the Spiel des Jahres, or Kinderspiel, I don't know the difference. One of the best board games of the year, won a lot of awards. One that I personally love is Road to that's not where you're supposed to be. Yeah. The Quest for El Dorado. It is a deck-building game, which is where you have... That is still not how you're supposed to do that, dude. Where you have a very bad deck of cards at the start of the game, and as the game progresses, you actually buy cards to make your deck better so you can get to El Dorado faster than anybody else. It is an absolute blast, one of my all-time favorite board games, but I have a sweet spot for... Oh my goodness. I have a sweet spot for... Sweet spot for deck-building games. Some of my favorites. Dominion is another one that I love, but Star Realms, me and my girlfriend play an absolute ton. Star Realm, good two-player board game. I don't know, there's so many board games that are just so amazing just to play with friends and family, and still I get so many people telling me that they've only played Monopoly, they've only played Uno, they've only played Scrabble. These aren't very good games. They're not. And I feel like... I don't know, I feel like people don't understand the extent that board games can be, personally. I don't know, a lot of people who haven't played a lot of board games just don't understand how much fun there is to be had in board games. It's just great experiences with your friends and family, you know? So I would highly recommend going and picking up Codenames. It's like 20 bucks. Getting 4 to 6 people together, you can probably play with more, but I would just suggest 4 to 6. It comes that way. Can you even get that one by doing it up to down? Codenames. You can play with any number of even number players. I would suggest 4 or 6 is the prime. It's like 20 bucks. They have a bunch of different versions if you're interested in it. Codenames Pictures, Codenames Marvel, Codenames Disney. Just whatever Codenames you want. Pick it up. Have a game night with your family, your friends, whoever. And I promise you'll enjoy it. It's a great game. Can I not miss that anymore? Anyway, I've been doing 3D rendering, 3D modeling, because I'm attempting to make my own miniatures game. A miniatures game, for those of you not familiar, is a game where you have a team of characters and your opponent has a team of characters, and they're all little miniatures, and you battle it out. I don't know if you ever heard of Warhammer. I've personally never really played Warhammer, but I know a lot of people really love it. Sorry. Just get me out. There we go. But I did play a lot of HeroClix. HeroClix, absolutely fantastic game made by WizKids. You play as a bunch of superheroes from either Marvel or DC. You make a team of them, so Spider-Man, Batman, Superman if you want, and you just duke it out with somebody else. Absolute great game. Unfortunately, I'm not the biggest fan of WizKids, the owners. That's death. I really feel like WizKids just kind of dropped the ball on the IP. I mean, you can still go and pick up a starter set of HeroClix, and I guarantee you'll have a blast if you can find another person to play it with. But, well. But for me at this point, I played a lot of competitive HeroClix, I played a lot of casual HeroClix, and it just got samey after a while. Because again, there's... where you have, like, Magic, I'm dead. Like Magic the Gathering, the card game, you can always invent new scenes, new locations, new stuff for you to draw on. But HeroClix, unfortunately, doesn't have that luxury, and it can only go off, like, comics, movies, what if. So, unfortunately, once you get your 10,000th version of Batman, you kind of get bored of it. That's kind of what happened to me. I still love HeroClix again. Okay. I still love HeroClix. I like to play it frequently, but I don't play it as much anymore. I felt tired, I guess. So I haven't played it much, but if you've never played HeroClix, I would suggest going out, picking up a starter set, finding a friend that you can play with. Oh, that kind of works. Can you do that again? Oh. Take a drink of water, stay hydrated. I know it's already 5. I'm too afraid to quit this level, though. Honestly, so I'm just gonna play until this level is done. Which, knowing my luck, will be about an hour from now. So... if you're watching on YouTube, means you probably get a bit of extra videos, woo! Realistically, you're not watching on YouTube though, so nobody cares. What in the world? So I'm trying to make my own miniatures game. Not for, like, sale, per se. But just as a side project. I have a 3D printer. Figure I can make some cool pieces. Diagonal. Unfortunately, I have no artistic talent at all. So I'm just working on... just kind of learning Blender. It's kind of what I'm using. Blender, free open source modeling program if you've never heard of it. Probably one of the best 3D engines. I know a lot of professionals who use Blender. Nope, gotta go diagonal. I like that. So, just learning the basics, then I can maybe get some of it. If I ever get anything, like, showable, I'll probably make some YouTube videos on it. Just because I'm interested in it. I did try... I will say, I don't know if that's gonna work. I did try... I do own the Batman Gotham City Chronicles miniature game, if you've ever heard of it. A lot of people really complained because they said it was too... Nope, not quite. They said it was too simplistic. But that's... or they said it was too complex. And I will say, the rulebook of that game is very long. with a lot of really confusingly written rules, and it doesn't help that the game is French, and they didn't edit it too well, so a lot of the pictures and stuff I have in the rulebook, it is frozen and I am dead. A lot of the pictures and like demonstrations that they have in the rulebook are still in French. Again, Batman Gotham City Chronicles is what I'm talking about if you missed it. Miniature game with Batman characters. So it was really tough to learn, but now that I know the game, it's too simple. Like, you have like 30 different types of Batman you can play as. You have like their Batman, you have Batman from Return of The Dark Knight Returns, sorry. Dark Knight Returns? Is that the name? Okay, that does not work apparently. They're releasing some extra content with like Batman Incorporated and Batman Beyond and a lot of great quality miniatures, but unfortunately unfortunately the game itself it's too simple. You have all of these Batman characters, but they all feel exactly the same. They have different sculpts, but they all have pretty much the same movement capabilities, they all have the same power capabilities. Like, there's a lack of differentiation in the game, and I think that really hurts it. Man. There are certain characters that feel pretty cool, but for the most part, Batman just kind of feels like Robin, just kind of feels like Batgirl, just kind of feels like Joker. And it's a huge shame. I bet I can pull that off. For a game with such amazing miniatures to just fall flat because there's not enough rules, you know? I gotta stop trying that. And it's probably because I came from a background playing HeroClix, which is a game with not necessarily more rules, but more rules for better variation, I'll say. The characters can feel a lot more different in HeroClix. I should have been patient. Like, in HeroClix, if you have 3 different types of Batman, they will feel different. But you just don't have that in Batman Gotham City Chronicles, and that's a real shame. So that's kind of why I'm so interested in trying my own miniature game. Speaking of Batman, I'm currently reading Batman White Knight. I don't remember who the author is right now, but so far it has been... I'm mostly done. I think I'm on the last issue. Mostly done with it. It is a story about if the Joker got over his insanity and became kind of a good guy, the White Knight. And it has been so unbelievably interesting and well written. One of my... Oh, that's not how you're supposed to handle that. One of my favorite Batman comics in a long time. Because it deals with, like, interesting ideas about Batman, like how he constantly destroys the city and, like, who's really paying for it, and just really interesting ideas like that. It focuses on the relationship between Batman and the Joker, which I feel like has been something that's been covered quite a bit since the Lego Batman movie, funnily enough, but still, it's very interesting. I would suggest hitting the dash button a little sooner. I would suggest checking it out. If you have Amazon Prime, you can read the entire thing for free. If you have the Kindle Unlimited service, you can do even more than that. But hey, got Amazon Prime, which you probably do. You can read this amazing Batman comic book story about the Joker becoming a good guy. And I would highly suggest it. Oh, you gotta press the button a little faster. I kind of discovered about the fact that you can get free books with Prime like a few weeks ago. So I've just kind of been going crazy, just reading a bunch of different comic books. I read I read Batman Year One, and apparently this is just a Batman episode now, but I read Batman Year One, and I wasn't that impressed by that one. That one was by Alan Moore, I want to say, the famous Batman writer, like right after he did like Dark Knight Returns. I did not care for Year One. It kind of felt like pointless, I guess. There felt like there was no good antagonist or no good storyline going on. I don't know. Things just kind of happened in that story, and it didn't feel good to read. There was no solid plot structure. It was interesting, like, learning Batman, dealing with first being Batman and Jim Gordon first arriving in Gotham City, but it just wasn't... I don't know. I really expected to be wowed, but I wasn't. I didn't care for it. I'm sorry. There we go. I don't read a lot of comics beyond that. Nope. Ah! This is embarrassing. Sorry, I'll get back to the comic rant in a second. This is just taking a lot of brain power. Oh, come on. Oh, that's not good. Nope. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. There we go. Black Moonrise. Did that mean I win? Okay, cool. I guess that's the end of the level. B-side complete. And you guys said I couldn't do it. Come on. An absolute professional. Okay, so that's pretty much gonna wrap up today's stream. We beat 2 levels again, and it only... Oh, there you go. 492 deaths. But we beat 2 levels. I guess we're on par. I guess we're probably... You can probably expect to do 2 levels per... I'm assuming there's not strawberries on the B-sides, but I'm not sure. Still don't know how long the game goes. We managed to take our death count all the way up to 1,139 from, like, what, 300 last episode or something? So, 700 deaths this episode. My goal was 300, so beat that just by a little. Good thing I said that I wanted the minimum deaths to be 300, right? Okay. Wonder what I'm interested in what happens when you get all the cherries, but we'll come back and do that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like the video, because I'm assuming you're watching on YouTube. Leave a comment. Tell me about, I don't know, how you did it better, how you did it worse. Tell me about what your favorite movie is. Tell me about what your favorite comic is. I don't really care. Just tell me something. Fewest death records. Okay, that's actually cool. I can come back through and eventually leave that at 0 deaths. That would be pretty satisfying. Ooh, crystal hearts. Can I click this? Apparently not. No idea. There was that other crystal heart in the main level. We'll have to find that again. Where is it? Celestial Resort had the golden heart that I saw, but I couldn't figure out how to get to. Anyway, if you didn't like the video, feel free to dislike it and go in the comments and tell me what I did wrong, what I can improve. I'm interested in hearing, so let me know. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed. I'll be streaming again on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're not sure where that is in your location, feel free just to Google it really quick. If you really don't want to Google it, you can go to twitch.tv/OrigamiOkami Live, and I actually currently have a widget installed telling you when my next stream is going to be. Yeah. So thank you for watching. See you guys on Tuesday. Signing off? I don't know. How do I say bye? That'll do.